We've looked at 4 components of a free market system, but it's important to remember that these 4 components work together. In a sense, it's 4 components but one system. Why is this the case? This is the case because when people are making economic decisions, all of these 4 things influence each other. For example, suppose that I am the owner and manager of a factory that produces pens. Well, you don't produce pens out of thin air. Okay? In order to produce pens, you need to have plastic, you need to have metal, you need to have ink, you need to have machines, right? And you need to be able to hire people to work the machines. Right? Otherwise, you're not going to be very effective at producing pens. So I have to decide, am I going to continue this to produce pens at all? If so, how many? Right? And at what price am I going to sell them? But of course, that's going to depend on several factors. What is the current price of materials? Right? What's the lowest price I can get on a high enough quality of plastic? It also depends on who's willing to buy them. Okay? How much can I get people to pay for the type of pen I want to make? And of course, then what I'm going to assess is the following. Given the price of the materials and labor, and given the price that people are willing to pay, is it worth my time and effort to produce pens or to produce a particular type of pen? And if it turns out that the expenses are going to exceed the price that I'm going to get for the pens, then I'm not going to bother making them. Right? I take a loss. Right? Or if the amount I'm going to get for the pens is only slightly higher than the cost, well, then there's a chance I'm still not going to make the pens because I'll say, well, no, it's not worth the time, effort, investment, and risk in order to get such a small amount of profit. And of course, this doesn't just apply to the producers, this applies to the consumers as well. Okay? The decision about what you're going to consume is dependent on basically, it's dependent on how much money you have to purchase various goods, and it depends on what people are willing to sell them for. Right? So when I look at the array of things I might want or need, okay, I make decisions about which ones I will purchase based on partly on what I want to consume and partly on what people are charging for the various products. Okay? So these are 4 components, but they're all working together. Right? And these are the ways that people make decisions about what to produce and to consume in a free market system.